Hi everybody, Russell here from VectorVest. Before we get going there, please note our ARBN and our representative numbers there. Alright, and please refer to our financial services guide there per the link that we list over there. Just on the next slide here. Any advice is general advice only. It does not consider your personal objectives, financial situations or needs. You should consider whether the advice is suitable for you and your personal circumstances. Alright, we note that past performance is not a reliable indicator of future performance. Forecasts and back tests used or discussed in this presentation are intended as a guide only, and actual results may be affected by known or unknown risks and uncertainties and therefore may differ materially from the results ultimately achieved. Alright, with that said, let's jump out of here. What I want to refer you to here is per the Views tab. If you click on Watch List Viewer, and where I'm going to go here, you open up this group here, Commodities, and there it is, Rare Earths. So you can see as of 7 December we are listing 32 in total. If I right click, order for all columns, there they all are. And if I were to do a quick test, let's quick test all. So I'll run quick test all, now I'll change the date and I'll put this back to the start of the year. Okay, run the test. So you can see here, very impressive, 41% returns. And in terms of the top performers here, PSC, MNB and MRD, very, very good returns. Just a word of caution here. If I look at the end price, for example, just 3 stocks are greater than $1. The rest are penny stocks. If I look at the beginning price as of 4 January, 1, 2, 3 stocks, they're greater than $1. So the rest were less than $1. And some of these stocks here have a very low value, I guess, because if you look at the total shares outstanding multiplied through by the share price, the total market capitalization, some of these companies are fairly small, right? So they haven't got a big market capitalization. So it's fairly speculative, I think it's fair to say, for some of these stocks. But at the end of the day, you've got to decide whether this is suitable for you. I just wanted to point that out. Now, having said that, we know, having researched this, that there appears to be some supply potential constraints around the world. The world's highly dependent upon China. They have all the powerful plants there to process these rare earths, minerals / metals, turn it into the end product used for goods and services. And these are the stocks as listed in Australia as represented by those rare earths. Okay, so you can see it's certainly done very well in recent times. If I were to look here, view the watch list average graph, I've got my earnings on here and I'll make it an area. Look at that, some spectacular returns in terms of the price going up in recent times here, the average of all those stocks. So it's gone from like 35 odd cents to over $1, the average. Look at the earnings. The earnings are really picking up. If I look at the sales on here, if I pull it back just a tad over here, you can see a big uplift jump in the sales in recent times. So if you're wondering how I get sales, remember, add parameter, sales market capital, click on sales and millions, and there we are. You can put it on and you can change the graph if you wish. So a big uplift there in the sales, a big demand taking place, that 12-month leading earnings forecast on those stocks. So some good things are taking place. And as you're probably aware, there's a chip shortage currently around the world. So a lot of car manufacturers have had to throttle back their production. There's been some issues there. Home electronic goods have been hit by that supply shortage. So you can see that the world at the moment is sort of roaring back after COVID. There's a big demand out there. Consumers want a lot more goods and services, and this is where rare earths comes into play, because a lot of those electronic goods, for example, a lot of services, for example, they rely upon rare earths. All right. So what was interesting when we looked into this a bit further, and we put the resources there for you to decide for yourself to read up more about it, should you wish. But what was interesting there is that it's noted that Australia has actually got plenty of rare earths in our soil, so to speak, in our landscape. It's just the fact that we haven't processed it. China's got it down to a fine art. All right, so China is very, very good at doing it on a large scale, able to keep the costs fairly competitive. So the big barriers to entry, so to speak, is the capital investment. So China's got probably a 20, 30-year head start on the rest of the world in processing these rare earths. So I foresee it as a potential opportunity. Time will tell. Is this going to be a potential opportunity down the track for rare earths? We'll have to wait and see. So here we are. Here is that watch list. We'll keep an eye on it. Certainly speculative, a lot of those stocks. But as time goes on, let's keep an eye on these rare earth stocks to see how they progress. Hope you get a lot out of this. Until next week, bye for now.